Hello and welcome y'all, it's Dimz, and welcome back to another skin showcase. In this showcase, we are going to do the limited skin that is Genesis Orcane. If you are enjoying these videos, find it helpful, informative, or any of the like, please like the video, subscribe, or even do a one-time donation to my coffee. Any and all interactions is much appreciated. So, Genesis Orcane. Genesis Orcane is an epic rarity skin, and it is also a way to support and crowdfund the Genesis prize pool for Rivals of Aether 2. Genesis is a massive tournament for platform fighters, especially starting with Super Smash Bros. Melee. And all throughout the years, it's just been getting bigger and better, and it seems to be one of the biggest tournaments for platform fighters. In years past, Rivals of Aether has been doing tournament-themed skins, especially for Genesis of certain characters and of certain colors. Now we are in Rivals of Aether 2, and looks like they're going to continue the tradition. So the first skin that we're going to get for Genesis is Genesis Orcane. In Rivals of Aether 1, there was also a Genesis Orcane, but looks like they brought it over to Rivals of Aether 2 with different bells and whistles. If you would like to get this skin for yourself, all you have to do is go to the link in the description where you can see this skin is offered for $10. A epic rarity skin being $10 is kind of just exactly where I would like it to stay and be. All you have to do is buy the skin, they'll email you the code, and you have to redeem the code in-game. Now, let's get on to Genesis Orcane. As you can see with Genesis Orcane, it's nothing special. What makes it an epic level skin? Well, it's all the details underneath. But just on the surface level, it is just a black and red Orcane. A very cute one at that. However, things really start to heat up or start to reveal itself as you can just look at Orcane and something's a little off. He's having effects. This is one of the skins that has effects everywhere. As you can see, he does still have the water interpolation on his body, but he has this red scan line that goes over his body periodically. What else does he might have? Well, whenever he shoots out a projectile, he shows a green little aftershock, and it is very electrified. One thing with Genesis skins, it seems like all the Genesis skin has a certain theme. And it seems like it's mostly corruption, especially when it comes to data. So much so that Orcane's bubbles are ones and zeros. It's a really cool effect. And not only that, Orcane's wave dash. It has him static out with green lines as well. So you get bubbles, you get static screen scan lines, you get a really shocky projectile, and also when he's charging his strong attacks. That looks pretty normal. But whenever you're doing an enhanced strong attack, he gets all staticky, all corrupted. Not only that, his, well, it's not called illusion, but his side special. He gets a really neat effect on it. Combining all those effects back to back, it is just a really cool skin, just that's full of effects and everything. So if you really want to just see and style, if you really just want to go around and just style on your opponents with a whole bunch of new effects, this would be the skin for you. Even his little taunt has the effects. Obviously with the side-by-side with the original, like I said, he doesn't really change much. Sure, his Skrellas of the eye goes from white instead of yellow, but he's just red and black instead of white and blue. But like I said, all the effects is what changed him. Not when the game is paused, it's when the game's in motion. And in the in-game lobby, we have all the color alts for Genesis Orcane, We have red, blue, we have default, blue, red, and green. One little added bonus is that the intro animations has the same data corruption effect. And here we have a good look at all the colors in game, which again, the devil's in the details, not of the pause screen. So for this one, we're not going to do the pause screen. So in game, we have the default, the red, blue, and green. So it looks like the default blue and green, they do cover the same pattern, but for the red one specifically, looks like they inverted what's red and black, but also changed the hue of the red, and it's kind of pinkish. If I had to choose a favorite out of these colors, I think it's going to be the rare choice of going with the green one this time. I really like the way the green one looks. As you can see, the scan lines actually does match what team you're on. From red scan lines of having a red skin to the blue and the green. And even the scan lines for the lighter red is actually lighter as well. It matches the same red tone that is on top. However, there is one thing I've noticed that may dismay a few people. As you can see, all the different colors has their own colors when it comes to the puddles with all the same data corruption. However, one thing that is not changing based on your skin is the bubbles. From default, you get the red bubbles. From the red, you get the red bubbles. However, when it comes to the blue, you also get the red bubbles. And green, just as well. You also get the red bubbles. So that's a little disappointing. However, one thing that is not disappointing is that you get hit effects. The hit effects does change based on your color that you chose. So for default or red, you get black and red sparks. And for blue, you get the same blue that is the puddle color, which is that I'm gonna say turquoise or aqua blue. You get that kind of sparks when you hit them as well. Same thing goes for green. It also applies for the bubble pops. This skin is just full of effects, and I really like it for that. Not bad for a $10 epic skin. Thank you so much for tuning into this skin showcase of Genesis Orcane. If you do want to support and help out the prize pool for Rivals of 2 at Genesis, you should buy the skin. You get a cool skin, you help out the competitive scene of Rivals, and all for $10. What's not to love? If you did enjoy this video and if it was helpful for you to make a purchase or not make a purchase, let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe, but above all else, have a good one.